Hey, my name is Tone, and today we'll be taking a look at potentially the final figure in the Shattered Glass line, Shattered Glass Soundwave. So here is Soundwave, and let's take a look at the packaging. So, of course, got Soundwave, and he does also include Laserbeak and Ravage, Decepticon insignia, and fantastic artwork on Soundwave. Some more fantastic artwork on the top, and then the back of the box, which is the promotional images. And of course, if you want to, you can read this bio. And of course, since I bought this off of Hasbro Pulse, I do get the exclusive comic cover, the last issue, of course. And moving right along, here is Shattered Glass Soundwave, and indeed he is in the Netflix mold, the elusive mold, and probably one of the most expensive Transformers that you can find in like recent times, because the Netflix one goes up for a lot nowadays. If you want to see how I got the Netflix one, you can go check out that review that I did like a year ago. And yeah, it's like these Shattered Glass reviews recently. They're more like a comparison than a actual in-depth review. Unless if you're Wheeljack and Exosuit, then it's more of an in-depth review, because I never reviewed any of those molds in this channel. Yeah, same feature, you know. I really like the color palette. Complements Soundwave really well, and that translucent blue too looks really nice. And of course, the really nice Decepticon insignia in red. No victim into the yellowing department so far on my copy. Unfortunate that other people had the yellowing issue. Alright, so here is basically Soundwave's accessories. Same one as the Netflix one. So here we have Ravage off the bat. Really like the painting on this guy. Yeah, you can see that. I don't know, I prefer this guy more than this guy. I want to choose, so. Here we have Laserbeak. I mean, I'll admit, this guy has more paint, but this guy looks really good also. So, yeah. We have his shoulder blasters, which I prefer the paint on this guy. Some paint might be sloppy, but so well. You know, nothing I can really fix about. This concussion blaster. You see that? And this useless gun that is not really relevant to Soundwave and kind of more relevant to Megatron, if you want to think about it. Yeah, I don't know. Here he is next to the Netflix counterpart. You do get to see the difference here, mainly the color palette. And yeah. I'll admit, I prefer this cassette more than this cassette, but I always like this cassette being the original. And of course, since they're the same, you could store the cassettes. Kind of wish that he could hold up to 2, but it's okay. You know, it's not nothing. It's not something that I would complain about. It's like, you know, just saying. Here we have Soundwave in robot mode, and I gotta say, the colors do this guy justice, like, without a doubt. Like, I was always a fan of the colors of Shattered Glass Soundwave, and here we are today. We finally got a Shattered Glass Soundwave. So yeah, really, really like the colors. An awesome new head sculpt too, and the molded headband. Really like that too. And I really like the light piping. Also looks nice. Let's see here. Here we have Laserbeak. And cassettes are in the siege mode, but I have no complaints about it, but others do. So yeah, that's my opinion. So you can see that. We can bring in the Earthrise Laserbeak. You can see that. Here we have Ravage. Lots of people don't really like Ravage, but I do like this Ravage. Do like the colors on him. And here we have the Earthrise Ravage, if you want to see that. Now, quality controls, yes, this guy has better knees compared to the Netflix one, and that is a good thing. But however, he does have, like, loose hips, like, what do you call it? And, like, you know, the spread of the knees, or not knees, of the hips, they are loose, or wobbly in this case. So, yeah. Only one nitpick, but it's not, like, to completely bring this figure down, if I'm gonna be honest. So, yeah. And here we have Earthrise Soundwave, and you can tell the difference from the head sculpt to, like, the coloring. But, yeah. So, you can see that. Oh, yeah. This guy, again, with the loose knees. Thank God this guy doesn't have that problem. He does have this for some reason, but it's not really relevant to the transformation or anything like that. So it's just there. Oh yeah, I would also like to mention that this guy, like I said in the cassette mode, he isn't a victim to yellowing yet. But to be honest, Hasbro needs to get their act together with, like, yellowing on their products. We're spending a lot of money for figures like this guy, but the discoloring is, like, a real problem. And unfortunately, my Netflix Soundwave is a victim to yellowing, so that sucks. Moving on into size comparisons, here we have him next to Shattered Glass Starscream, Shattered Glass Megatron, Shattered Glass Wheeljack and Exosuit, and yes, I did got the Toy Hacks label for this guy. So, yeah, the Decepticon and Autobot insignia, I guess you can say that's a reference to, like, the original Slicer convention exclusive. Shattered Glass Flame War, Shattered Glass Ultra Magnus, and Shattered Glass Blaster, and he looks really good with Shattered Glass Blaster. You have that rivalry once again, and yeah, that's basically it. So, final thoughts on Shattered Glass Soundwave. I think this figure is a great way to wrap up the Shattered Glass line, possibly, because currently there is no news about Shattered Glass continuing on either in Gen Selects or they're gonna get their own wave, which is Wave 3. So, who knows, this might be the last Shattered Glass figures that I might review from this line. And, you know, now looking back to, like, the Optimus Prime and Ratchet, look how far we gone into for Shattered Glass. Like, Hasbro produced figures like Megatron, Starscream as heroic Decepticons, and then we got, like, Evil Jetfire and Evil Ultra Magnus. That's crazy. And Shattered Glass Soundwave, without a doubt, I would recommend to pick him up if you don't have the Netflix one, but if you want to wait for him to go on sale, which is fine because the price do scare a lot of people. But don't really have much complaints. Maybe to, like, tighten up the loose hips, but other than that, that doesn't really bother me that much. That's how much I enjoyed this figure. And from a grading, I would go give this thing a 5 out of 5 without a doubt. As a Shattered Glass fan and as a Soundwave fan. So, yeah, that's basically it for this review. And tune in for possibly next week, which is, what, the week of Thanksgiving. I will be taking a look at my first custom, so I'll see you then.